Hello students, welcome back to English class. Hope you are doing well. Today I am here to teach you the poem The Kite written by Harry Benn. And the poet has beautifully drawn the picture of a flying kite using words. He has described the beautiful moves of the kite. Children, you often fly kites, but have you ever noticed the beautiful moves of the kite? While it is flying, it takes some dips, and if it flies high into the sky, it soars up to the sky with the help of the blowing wind. Have you observed the beautiful moves? Let us know the beautiful moves. Let us see the beautiful moves of the flying kite in this poem. Just I'll go through the poem. How bright on the blue is a kite when it's new. With a dive and a dip, it snaps its tail. Then soars like a ship with only a sail, as over tides of wind it rides. Climbs to the crest of a gust and pulls, then seems to rest as wind falls. When string goes slack, you wind it back and run until a new breeze blows, and its wings fill and up it goes. How bright on the blue is a kite when it's new, but a rarer thing you never will see when it flaps on a string in the top of a tree. Okay, so let us see who the poet is. Harry Benn. Harry Benn is the poet of this beautiful poem. He is an American screenwriter and children's author. He was involved in writing scenes and continuities for a number of screenplays, including the war film The Big Parade in 1925 and Hell's Angels. Some of his famous works are Windy Morning and The House Beyond the Meadow, The Wizard in the Wall. All these are some of his beautiful works. Now, I don't know how you feel when you look at the kite flying up in the sky, but I get motivated when I see the kite flying up in the sky. And I wish I would be a kite flying high into the dreams of my goals. Let there be no hindrances of negatives and steeps of failure fears. Holding tight to the strings of confidence and hard work, and pushed up by the winds of talents, soaring up to the sky of success. I feel I reach success like how a kite flies up into the sky and reaches there and looks beautiful. Now let us go into the explanation of the poem. How bright on the blue is a kite when it's new. Yes, how bright on the blue. On the blue means here it shows the clear sky without any clouds. The clear sky without any clouds. How bright it looks in the clear sky without any clouds. And is a kite when it's new. When it is new, it looks beautiful in the clear sky. With a dive and a dip, it snaps its tail. So with a dive and a dip, with moves, it snaps its tail. Snaps means the crackling sound. The kite, it has a tail. Yes, the tassels like. So it gives a crackling sound and it takes a dive and a dip in the sky. Then soars like a ship with only a sail, as over tides of wind it rides. So how? Soars means it rises up like a ship with only a sail. Sail means this, a material which is extended towards the mast, and also it helps the boat to move, to propel. It catches the wind and it helps the boat to move. This is the sail. Okay. Then soars like a ship with only a sail, as over tides of windy tides. So here the movement of the kite is compared to the movement of a ship. How the ship, with the help of a sail, it sails. With the help of a sail, how it moves, how the ship it moves. In the same manner, with the help of wind, the kite also it moves with the help of the wind. So this is called simile. Here the figures of speech used here is simile, comparison. So here the movement of kite is compared with the movement of ship. Here the movement of kite, it moves with the help of wind, and here the boat it moves with help of the sails, with the help of sail. And then climbs to the crest of a gust and pulls. So how? Then with the help of the wind, it rides and it climbs to the crest. Crest means here the mountain. This is crest means this one. This is the top of the mountain. This is crest. So climb the kite with the help of the wind. It climbs to the crest of a gust and pulls. So how? With the of a gust. Gust means here sudden strong blow of wind. That is called gust. Here you can see. Oh, it's not. So gust means here the strong blow of wind. The strong blow of wind. So climbs to the crest of a gust and pulls. Then it pulls itself and climbs to the crust. Then seems to rest as wind falls. Suddenly when there is no wind, it seems to rest. It seems to be resting on the crust, on the mountain's crust. So how it flies? So it flies. The movement of the kite is compared to the movement of a ship. How it moves with the help of sail, and like that with the help of wind, here the kite it flies. The sudden movement, sudden blow of wind, with the help of the sudden blow of wind, it pulls itself and flies, and it seems to us like it is taking rest. When the wind falls, it suddenly stops flying, and then we feel like it is resting on the crust. And when string goes slack, you wind it back. So string goes slack. When the string which you are holding, you are controlling the kite, it goes slack. Slack means here loose, like this. It is loose, like this. Okay, when the string goes slack, loose, you wind it back. Wind means like this. Okay, you turn it repeatedly. So when string goes slack, when the string of the kite it goes slack, it gets loose, you wind it back and run until a new breeze blows, and until you wind it back until when a new breeze, again new breeze, when the wind it starts blowing and its wings fill. Here it means here the kite's wings fill and up it goes. So when the kite's wings it is filled with the wind, again it soars up to the sky. Again up it goes. It gathers, it musters up the energy with the help of the wind. Again it flies up with the help of the string. Okay, and up it goes. How bright on the blue is a kite when it's new. So when it goes up, when the kite it soars up, it looks very beautiful in the clear sky. So how bright on the blue is a kite when it's new. But a ragdoll thing means here, ragdoll means that is the tatter and torn. It tatters and torn. The kite's tattering and tearing you never will see, but ragdoll thing you never will see when it flaps on a string in the top of a tree. So when the kite tears and when it is torn, when it is tattered, when it is stuck on the top of a tree, when the kite is stuck on the top of a tree and it flaps its strings. Flaps means the movement of wings, actually flapping, the flapping wings we tell. So here the kite wings, it is compared to the kite's wings. So the flapping wings, when it flaps on a string in the top of a tree, when it gets stuck on the top of a tree, and you will never see the torn kite. You'll be somewhere controlling the kite with the string and it gets stuck somewhere in the top of a tree, and you will never see how the kite is torn and tattered and it looks very poor in its shape. There will be no longer any beauty in the kite. There will be no beauty in the kite. It doesn't look beautiful again, and we just leave the kite. When the kite looks beautiful, when it soars up in the clear sky, it looks beautiful. Not when it is tattered and torn and got struck in the top of a tree. There will be no longer beauty in the kite. So if you get any chance, or if you have all the material, you make one kite and try to fly it, and this time you just notice the beautiful moves of the flying kite, how it is flying, where did it go, whether it is landing on a crust or what. You just notice the beautiful moves of the kite. Yes, here are the meanings for some new words, students. These are the meanings. Just go through the meanings. That is, dip means here put or let something down quickly or briefly in or into a liquid. But here the kite takes a dip in the wind. It takes the dip in the wind. Gust means a sudden strong rush of wind. So here with the sudden strong rush of wind, the kite again it tries to fly high up to the sky. And snap, emit a sudden sharp crackling sound. Crest, the top of a mountain or hill, which you have seen there. Slack, not taut or held tightly in position, it's very loose. Ragdoll, worn out from stress or strain, that is tattered or torn even. Flap, especially of a bird we talk, but here the flapping sound is compared to the kite. Movement of the kite, move up and down when flying or preparing to sky. And soar, fly or rise high in the sky. Rising high in the sky, it is called soar. I hope you understood and enjoyed the beauty of the poem, students. Thank you for now. Meet you in the next class.